Hi, this is Valerie Leonard again. I'm the founder of nonprofit Utopia, and I want to welcome you again for lesson 5 going forward. We're talking about lasting impact, building sustainable organizations. Before we go any further, I want to remind you to pull out your workbook. If you have not yet done so, please download the workbook. Go to lesson 5. You will have notes, and then after that, you will have a section for reflections. And after that, you will be able to complete your own capacity building assessment and put in a plan of action for you to address all of your capacity building concerns. So in the fourth lesson, we covered the working definition of profitable as it relates to this course. We also talked about characteristics of profitable organizations, the top indicators of financial health, and the triple bottom line. In this lesson, we'll cover questions to ponder, the organizational assessment, approaches to capacity building. So, questions to ponder. How would you assess your organization's capacity? What are your organization's strengths? What areas do you need to shore up? How will you increase capacity? What resources will you need? What are your overall goals and objectives? Most importantly, when will you get started and what approach will you take? I want you to assess your organization's capacity in 7 areas. There is in your workbook an organizational capacity assessment tool. You should assess your organization's capacity in areas of board governance, financial management, fundraising, human resources, impact, program management, and networking. There are 2 major approaches to capacity building. The first approach is more focused, and a focused intervention addresses a problem or pain point that does not necessarily require you to look at the organization holistically. You're just focusing on one area that you need to develop. There's also development capacity building, which is more holistic. It seeks to understand a potential problem within the context of the organization's performance in relation to a broad range of capacities and then tailor the intervention accordingly. You can also use this as an opportunity to strengthen the organization as a whole across the major capacity areas within the context of the stage of development, or you can do both. Our approach is to look at the organization as a whole, and you will see that the assessment tool that I have included allows you to assess your capacity in 7 different areas and then prioritize your issues and then address those. So this brings us to the end of our course. I hope that this has been very, very helpful to you. I encourage you to look at the assessment, not only look at the assessment that's in the workbook, but actually complete the work that is involved. You should have 2 people at least who are very familiar with your organization's work to lead the process, but you should engage your board and other relevant stakeholders who would have, firsthand knowledge as to what's going on with your organization. We have instructions included, and after you go through the assessment, you should prioritize your issues and then develop a plan of action how you will address each of the issues. And I would be really, really interested to hear about how you're going forward. So make sure that you post in the course forum. If you have any questions regarding this course, you can email me at valeriefleonard@nonprofitutopia.com. But to facilitate conversation, make sure you post in the forum. If you're not a member yet, I encourage you to join us at nonprofitutopia.mn.co. Follow Nonprofit Utopia on Twitter and find us on Facebook. And when you find us, make sure you like us. Take care.